Hi students. Yesterday we started the molecular orbital theory, and as per the molecular orbital theory we can calculate the paramagnetic, or we can determine the paramagnetic nature of oxygen. We said that is the only theory which explains the paramagnetic nature of oxygen. And as per the molecular orbital theory, we gave some points how the atomic orbitals are combining, and the number of atomic orbitals and number of molecular orbitals is equal before combining atomic orbitals number. After forming molecular orbitals, it is equal, and atomic orbitals always having a different shapes. Similarly, molecular orbitals also having different shapes. Okay, and next, electrons are present in one atom, and the atomic orbitals means electrons are in concentration of one nucleus only, but in molecular orbitals electrons are in the polycentric means different atoms nuclei will control these electrons. Okay, and next, how this molecular orbital formation occurs. We said molecular orbitals also different types, sigma, pi, delta is present. In that sigma, pi, delta bonding molecular orbitals, sigma star, pi star, delta star, anti-bonding molecular orbitals. And here formation of molecular orbitals, how this molecular orbital formation occurs. Yesterday I gave that atomic orbital and another atomic orbital combine to give a molecular orbital and another molecular orbital. Here in this, one is called as a bonding molecular orbital, another one is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital. So here atomic orbital means what? So this atomic orbital means what is the definition of an orbital? Here orbital means it is the probability of finding an electron. The probability of finding an electron is maximum. Here in the atomic structure chapter, actually you learn about the orbitals and shapes of orbitals and about the orbital clear diagram also. It is mainly derived from the Schrodinger wave equation. Basing on the wave mechanical model of the concepts, we will get that orbital concept. And as per that, the probability of finding electron is maximum is called as atomic orbital, and the atomic orbital as per the Schrodinger equation. Here I will give that Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger wave equation. So as per the Schrodinger wave equation, you will learn that the orbital is indicated with a wave function. So orbital is considered as a wave function. So suppose I am having two atoms A and B. This is atomic orbital of A and atomic orbital of B. Two atoms A atomic orbital, B atomic orbital. And their wave function we can indicate like psi A, and this is indicated as psi B. Whenever we are combining the atomic orbitals, means if a molecular orbital is required, molecular orbital means here this is also an orbital, it is of psi molecular orbital is equal to psi A plus or minus psi B. So this is a very important one. How the molecular orbitals forms means whenever the atomic orbitals are combining. Here how they combine means they may combine in two possible ways. One is addition of the wave functions of the atomic orbitals. Second one is subtraction of the wave function of atomic orbitals. So it may be little bit confusion now. After atomic structure chapter, you will get a very clear or clarity, more clarity about that. Here, subtraction of wave function means suppose psi A plus psi B is called as addition of wave functions. Means positive, we are adding these two, then we are getting the molecular orbitals which are called as bonding molecular orbitals. Psi BMO. BMO means bonding molecular orbitals. This is addition of wave function. So by the addition of wave function, or this is also called as interference of wave functions. Interference of wave functions means suppose this is electron wave. For example, we are taking this as electronic wave, and here this electronic wave of psi A. And here this is the wave of electronic wave of the second atom, that is a psi B. When these two are added, means we are combining, means addition of these two wave function, then the amplitude of the wave increases. Here this is a simply we are adding these two, then here this is indicated with plus sign, minus sign, plus sign, minus sign, here plus plus, and here minus minus. Here the amplitude means the height of the this wave, the height of the wave is called, crust is called as a amplitude, or depth of the trough is called as amplitude. So this amplitude of the wave increases, and that is giving a molecular orbital. Here this is formed by the psi A plus psi B. Or we can write this both by in another way also. So other way we can indicate like this. You can indicate here like this. So here this is atom A, and here this is atom B, and here this is electron density. Here this is electron cloud or electron density maximum it is having, and here it is psi A plus psi B. So atom A and atom B combining to give this type of electronic wave. So we can simply write in the other manner also I am giving. So this is one wave, psi A, atom A, electron wave. This is atom B, electron wave. When these two are combining, then two atoms are combining means when what happens? These two atoms are combining. This is the nucleus, this is the nucleus. The electron density will come near or closer. So these two electrons, electron density is present very close or in between two atom nuclei, then we have more electron density between them, and so there is a bonding molecular orbital formation occurs. Okay, it may be little bit difficult to understand now, but after atomic structure, please watch this video again, then you will get more clarity. Okay, but now before atomic structure completion, we need to complete this periodic table chemical bonding chapter. So I am telling now, but after atomic structure chapter, or if you have any concept of orbitals, you know about that concept of orbitals, then you can observe easily. Okay, this is wave function, and bonding molecular orbitals we are getting like this. By the addition of two wave functions, we are getting bonding molecular orbitals. And next, by the subtraction, means here psi A minus psi B will give subtraction of wave function, then we are getting anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Here subtraction of wave function, subtraction. So subtraction of wave function gives anti-bonding molecular orbitals. How the subtraction occurs? Here suppose we are having electronic wave like this. This is psi A, and here this is another one. This is a psi B. But here I am writing the second one in opposite direction. Means because it is subtraction now. So this is psi B. When these two are added, these two are combining, then here this is a depth and this is a crust, and then what is formed here is we are having like this. So this is atom A and this is atom B, this is psi A and this is psi B, but in between two atom nuclei, what is present? There is a nodal plane. This is called as nodal plane, or it is simply called as a node. A node or nodal plane is present. What is a nodal plane means? Zero probability of finding electron. So here at this position the electron density is 0. Here electron density, the electron density is 0. So because of a subtraction of wave functions of two atomic orbitals gives anti-bonding molecular orbitals where we are getting very less electron density or zero electron density. Okay, so that is two types of molecular orbital formation, and in the concept of wave theory, we can say how this is forming. Okay, and by taking physical structures of the atomic orbitals, we will give how the molecular orbital formation occurs. Mainly, this is forming as per the LCAO method. What is this LCAO means? Linear combination. Here, linear combination of atomic orbitals. Linear combination of atomic orbitals method. This is called as linear combination of atomic orbitals method, or simply they gives like LCAO method. And in this, we are writing first about the sigma molecular orbitals. Sigma molecular orbitals we are writing. We have sigma, pi, and delta. How the sigma molecular orbitals formation occurs? Generally, sigma molecular orbitals means how it is formed by the SS overlapping or PP overlapping only now. So linear overlapping of SS orbitals and PP orbitals. So first we are taking SS combination. So SS combination of atomic orbitals of different atoms we are taking. So suppose we are taking this 1s orbital or 2s orbital, any s orbital we can take. Suppose I am taking 1s orbital. Here this is the nucleus, and here I am writing electron density in the positive sign only. Positive sign. This plus means it is not nucleus. Plus sign indicates about the probability of finding electron maximum. Okay, and here this is also we are taking, and here plus. Okay, two different 1s orbitals of different atoms we are taking, and we are mixing them. Then by combining these two, here plus and plus means it is constructive interference. It is called as constructive interference. Constructive interference, or it is called as positive interference also. It is also called as positive interference. Addition of the wave functions occurs. What we wrote just for this we can write psi 1s and psi 1s orbital, and here when we are combining these two, then we are getting like this. Here this is a nuclei, and in between these two nuclei we are having the electron density. Okay, here the electron density is present. Maximum electron density is present in this particular area, and very less electron density is present out of the nuclei. Means here this is all the electron density. So the nuclei, in between two nuclei, if the electron density is present, the bond formed is stronger, and so this molecular orbital is called as a bonding molecular orbital, and the formed orbital is called as sigma orbital. 1s orbitals are combining. So what is formed? Sigma 1s orbital. Sigma 1s molecular orbital, bonding molecular orbital is formed. There is another chance also now. Here this is constructive interference and same, but if we are taking 1s orbital, this is one having positive sign, and this is the nucleus, but here negative sign. Means positive and negative means this is a destructive interference. Destructive interference. By the destructive interference, subtraction of electron wave occurs. Subtraction occurs. By the subtraction, by the subtraction of electron wave occurs means psi a minus psi b. Simply remember psi a minus psi b occurs. So by the psi a minus psi b, what happens? Here the nuclei of two atoms are present, but the electron cloud is present like this. Means here this is away, not in between the nuclei. Here this is also away, not between the two nuclei. So because of this type of electron density, what happens means there is a very less or weak bond is formed between the two atoms. So this is the electron density arrangement in the this type of subtraction of wave function means it gives sigma star orbital, that is anti-bonding molecular orbital. I said now there is one portion where we have zero probability, that is called as nodal plane. Here we are having one nodal plane also for the sigma star 1s anti-bonding molecular orbital. So SS combinations may be two types. SS combination of atomic orbitals occurs in two ways. Just we gave now, suppose this is 1s orbital and this is another 1s orbital. When these 1s orbitals are combining, there is addition of 1s, by that we will get sigma 1s. And subtraction of 1s also occurs, by that we will get sigma star 1s orbital. Sigma 1s means this is called as bonding molecular orbital. Sigma star means what? Anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Here, because of this bonding molecular orbitals, their energy decreases. When we are taking this one as the atomic orbital's energy, it is having lower energy. Whereas anti-bonding orbitals energy increases and they have less stability. Okay, that is for SS combination. Any SS, 1s or 2s or 3s, whatever it may be, all S orbitals combination will be like this. Even 2s, if you are taking sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, we will get. Okay, normal sigma, if you are writing, it is bonding. If we are writing sigma star 1s, that is anti-bonding. Okay, so please remember that. The second one is a PP combination in forming sigma molecular orbitals. Sigma molecular orbitals formation, PP combination. Here in this PP combination, there is a p orbital I am taking. This is a p orbital. Generally for s orbital, no axis means it is spherical shape. In p orbital, z axis is always considered as internuclear axis. Please remember, as per the textbook also they gives z-axis as internuclear axis. So you always consider internuclear axis. So z-axis is considered as internuclear axis. Suppose I am first p orbital I am taking, that is 2pz orbital. 2pz orbital, and here I am writing this is a plus sign and this is minus sign. And again I am writing another p orbital. Here this is plus sign, this is minus sign. Okay, or you can write here plus and here minus, here plus and here minus. Okay, and here this is also 2pz orbital of another atom. Two different atoms, atomic orbitals are combining. So, okay, and then this what happens? Plus plus are in same direction. So here it is a constructive interference. So please remember these words. If you are not able to understand now, just after atomic structure or going through atomic structure videos, you can get it easily. Constructive interference. So by the constructive interference or by the addition of waves, addition of electron waves, 2pz orbital, they are adding in same direction. So we are getting so here we are having the nuclei. This is the nuclei. I am writing to indicate separately. This is the nuclei, and this is all electron density. This is all electron density present between the two nuclei. Okay, this is the electron density present, and this electron density contains what means suppose plus plus. Here it is having plus plus, and here we are having minus minus. And in between two nuclei there is no zero area, means probability of electron finding is maximum. So nodal plane or node is present means here no. Okay, and here this is called as sigma 2pz orbital and this is also a bonding molecular orbital. Okay, so 2pz 2pz orbital by the linear combination of 2pz 2pz atomic orbitals, by the addition of these two wave functions, we are getting a bonding molecular orbital that is indicated with sigma 2pz, and this is not having a nodal plane. And next, here we are taking this one, and again same 2pz orbital. Here also it is a 2pz orbital. Then here it is a plus and this is minus and this is plus and this is minus. When these two are combining, this is called as subtraction. Subtraction of the wave function means this is psi a plus psi b and this is psi a minus psi b. Subtraction of wave function. So what is formed here means here this is the nuclei and this is the nuclei, and next so in this this is having the maximum electron density area, and here also maximum electron density containing area, where this is the nucleus, and here this is having minus charge and this is having plus, and here this is a plus and this is minus. So in between two nuclei the electron density is very less and there is a zero probability area also, means it is having a nodal plane. It is having a nodal plane. Okay, and here this is called as sigma star 2pz orbital and this is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital. Okay, in the 3 p orbitals means we are having 3 p orbitals now. This is suppose 2 p orbitals and this 2px and this is 2py and this is 2pz. And again another molecule if you are taking, we are having x, y and z. In this I am writing only for z and z, because that Z is taken as internuclear axis. In between two pz orbitals, if the intermixing is occurring, means constructive interference occurs or destructive interference occurs. This is addition of waves and this is subtraction of waves. Then by the addition of waves we will get bonding molecular orbital. By the subtraction of waves we will get anti-bonding molecular orbitals. This is sigma molecular orbitals. Okay, after the sigma bond formation between the two p orbitals, the remaining two orbitals will make only pi bonds. They never form sigma bonds. After sigma bond formation, the remaining bonds always in between two atoms is pi bonds only. So between XX and between YY, we will write pi bonds. So next is pi molecular orbitals. So PP combination only forms pi molecular orbitals. Here also z-axis is internuclear axis. Please remember once again, z-axis is the internuclear axis. Z-axis is the internuclear axis. So the remaining axis we are taking for pi bond formation. So here already PZ, 2pz formed sigma bond. So now I am taking 2px orbital. Here this is a 2px orbital, 2px or 2py also we have same type. Okay. And we are taking another 2px. Please remember this is 2px. First we will give about 2px, then you can easily understand 2py. So this is also 2px. Suppose here positive and here negative, positive, negative. Here you may think positive, negative signs, it is not a charge, it is not a sign. Here it is only the sign indicating about the electron density. Okay, here if this is positive we are writing means electron density is more here now. Okay, when these are overlapping or combining in this way, and here if it is a constructive interference psi a plus psi b, constructive interference or addition of waves occurring, this is by the addition of two px orbital waves, then what happens means here we are getting okay, here this is a plus plus and this is minus minus, means here the nuclei is present. So the nuclei, and this is internuclear axis actually. In the internuclear axis there is no orbital, and above the internuclear axis, below the internuclear axis we have the orbital. And so along the internuclear axis what happens means we are getting a nodal plane. This is a nodal plane, and here the electron density is present. This is electron density maximum containing area. Okay, this is the electron density area, and here this is also the electron density containing area. This is the orbital, and here this is called as pi 2px orbital, and this is a bonding molecular orbital. Okay, pi molecular orbital by the pp combination, second type. Sigma combination, sigma also we have pp combination, but in the pp combination for pi bond formation, the sidewise overlapping or this is occurring. By this addition of wave function we are getting this pi 2px orbital. In the same way, if we are using, for example, please take 2px or 2py we are using, we will get same pi 2py orbital. Pi 2px or pi 2py, we have same shape and same number of nodal planes also. So pi 2px, or we can write this as pi 2py. Please remember that. Now I will go for sigma. Sorry. Next one means anti-bonding also required. Now bonding is there by the subtraction of waves. Here for the subtraction of waves, I am just erasing this same diagram. Please see. Please watch this first one. For this, I am changing the signs only. Here I am having positive, negative, and now I am writing negative, positive. Before to this, here positive, here negative I took. Now I am taking plus minus, minus plus here, and here this is a subtraction of wave, not addition. By the subtraction of two wave functions, here it is a subtraction. By the subtraction, we are getting what type of molecular orbital? The shape of that orbitals is different, and here this is the nucleus and this is the nucleus. Here this is the nucleus and nucleus of this orbital, and then here it is present like this. Means here the electron density is present, and here the electron density is present, and this is a plus, and this is minus, and this is minus, and this is plus. If you see in this z-axis direction, the electron density is 0. So this is a nodal plane. Nodal plane. And one more nodal plane. Here this is another nodal plane. This is another nodal plane. We have two nodal planes. Please remember, for what type of orbital is this? Pi star 2px or pi star 2py, anti-bonding molecular orbitals. For pi star 2px or pi star 2py, we will get two nodal planes. This is one and this is one. Two nodal planes are possible in the pp combination by the subtraction of two wave functions. So addition and subtraction, mainly you remember, if the two electronic waves are combining, constructive interference is occurring, then it is called as addition of wave functions. If two wave functions are not constructive, if they are destructive, that is called as a subtraction of wave function. By that you will get anti-bonding molecular orbitals mainly. Okay. So all these things are actually theoretical, and this theoretical based they are not asking any questions in the objective manner. In the NEET or JEE competitive examination, they are not asking any question on this. Up to now, they asked only about the nodal planes only. The nodal planes of sigma star or sigma, pi, 2px or pi star 2px orbitals only. You please remember that only. Okay. For generally bonding molecular orbitals are having zero nodal planes except that sigma 2px or sigma 2py one nodal plane is present. Anti-bonding orbitals are having one nodal plane, but in the pi star 2px pi star 2py we are having two nodal planes. That is about this. So you please remember that concept only. This is for our idea mainly how the atomic orbitals are combining into or forming into molecular orbitals. Next, energy level order of different molecular orbitals. Actually, this is a very important one. So, basing on this, they are asking questions, and this one is very important. You need to learn about this order of energy levels. Here, it is very easy also. If you learn one, you will get the second one easily. And in this first type is molecules having less than or equal to 14 electrons. Mean generally energy levels order of molecules we are having Z is equal to atomic number 10, or if you are having up to neon, if the Ne2 molecules are up to 10 electron containing atoms combining to form molecules only. Okay, and total number of electrons having total electrons having 20. So up to 20 electrons containing molecules only we have in the syllabus. Okay, and the molecules having up to 14 electrons or equal to 14 electrons means boron, carbon, nitrogen. Boron atomic number is 5. If two boron atoms combine, it gives 10. And here carbon atomic number is 6. Two carbon atoms combine, 12. Nitrogen atomic number 7. Two nitrogen combine, 14. So like that. And second one is molecules having greater than 14 electrons. O2, F2. O2 means 16 electrons. F2 means 18 electrons. And in this first one, molecules having less than or equal to 14 electrons, this is the order of increasing level of the molecular orbitals energies. Here the least energy one is sigma 2s. This is the least energy order, and next is sigma star 1s, next sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, and these two are having same energy. So I am writing equal, and after that sigma 2pz, and next one is pi star 2px, pi star 2py. These are also having equal, and the highest energy containing orbital is sigma star 2pz. And next, molecules having greater than 14 electrons. In this, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. But here and here, if you compare, up to this you are having same, but here you got sigma 2pz. Whereas in this, here it is present. Why we wrote here means we are telling a concept of SP mixing. SP mixing is allowed. SP mixing is allowed, and here SP mixing is not allowed. Mixing is not allowed. So SP mixing is allowed and SP mixing is not allowed. Why this means? Simply remember boron, carbon, nitrogen. So I will write in a period boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. From left to right, what happens? Atomic size decreases. Simply remember atomic size decreases. Okay, and here the configuration of boron is 2p1, 2s1, and here it is 2p2, 2s2, and here it is 2p3, and this is 2s2. So 2s2, 2p1, 2s2, 2p3, 2s2, 2p3. Okay, and oxygen if you are taking, this is 2p4 and this is 2s2, and this is 2p5 and this is 2s2. If you observe this, the energy gap between these two is almost same. So up to nitrogen atom, these two orbitals are having nearly same or approximate values. So they mix up and they recombine to give a different energies containing atomic molecular orbitals. But here the energy gap between these two is more, means delta E is equal to greater than 16 electron volts in between these 2s and 2p of oxygen and fluorine. Okay, so the sp mixing, 2s and 2p orbital mixing is not allowed, so they are present adjacently. So that is the reason for why we are having this type of arrangement and why we are having this type of arrangement. And then pi 2px, this is common, the remaining all are same. Okay, you first remember this configuration. We will discuss tomorrow about the different molecules. When we have different molecules, means suppose hydrogen molecule is taken, H2 molecule. First example I will give hydrogen molecule. In the hydrogen molecule means hydrogen atomic number is 1. So totally how many electrons is present? 2 electrons. So how we can less than 14 electron configuration? Each orbital can be filled with two electrons only. So this orbital will be filled with 2 electrons. So what is the molecular orbitals energy level configuration? Here this is sigma 1s2. That is the molecular orbitals energy level configuration, energy levels order configuration. And here, if you are writing the 1s orbital and 1s orbital for this atomic orbital 1s1, 1s1, here hydrogen and here hydrogen is present. When these two combine, what happen? I said no, two types of orbitals are formed. One is a bonding molecular orbital, another one is anti-bonding molecular orbital. Here this is called as sigma 1s and this is called as sigma star 1s. Here one electron is present, here one electron is only present. So these two electrons will be first occupying the lower energy level. Here this is a pair of electrons present in sigma 1s. So I am writing here sigma 1s2 and this is empty. Okay, anti-bonding molecular orbital is empty. That is the molecular orbital diagram, diagrammatical representation for hydrogen. For the other molecules also we will see tomorrow. Okay.